perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Good. 180. Right 54. Right 54. Come on, baby.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Real. 5. 61. Matchbox lights. 54. Right there.
Mayfield off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
Ryan drops it underneath to Elliott. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
A first carry down for Jordan Howard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Alert, 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 alert. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Regular, regular, regular.
First down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry. Safe, safe, safe. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Crunch, crunch.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, 180. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Switch up, switch up.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, alert 33. Hey, one set. Hurry, hurry. 54. Mike, 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Three bud. Check three. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift. Point it right. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Real.
On the carry, it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Hey! Mike spot 4. Regular. Kill.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Hey, alert 33. Here we go again.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
25. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready? Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Watch twist. Run. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Chubb. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Good. 180. Alert. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 50. Hey, Zoo. Man, that's trash. Mark 55. Kings. I'm coming. Mike 5-5. Hey, my touch.
They go play action. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 25-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan. And he fends him off. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 53. Mike. Here we go.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Ryan. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan will throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Ryan. And he finds McDonald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ryan now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Safety. Recon, 132 fighter.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
55. Come to my work. Pistol. We want it. Come to my work. Mike Bravo. 55. King. I got you. Check 52. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Mike, number 53! Mike,
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Oh, fighting off the defender. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
51.
Now it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
25, check 25, check 25. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
25.
Now Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I'm coming. Hey, Sal. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey.
To throw again is Ryan. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the pass. Regular. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, seam 6. We all knew. Big Ed. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 44-yard line.
– 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert. Joker.
They run, jump, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Good. 180. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Real. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Slam.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Nice pick.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Let's go.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Right here.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and a yard, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Fresno.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry. 55, Mike, guys, 55. I got wide. He's checking. Crash. Switch.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go, team. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Pull it together. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Ryan. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Mike.
Mike 25.
In your face. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, Ryan looking for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They give the chum out of the gun. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Set, 180. Mark 54. Oh, yeah. Okay, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Haywood. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Run, run, run. Off the field.
Here's Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's time to go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.